If you have questions about mold, indoor air quality, water or moisture intrusions, or how any of these issues can affect you or your family's health, then you have come to the right place. Our video series is designed to provide you with simple and straightforward answers. At TomTheMoldGuy.com, we deal with these types of situations continuously, and we believe that you deserve to get accurate and unbiased answers to your questions. That's the reason for us developing this video series. Our first video is designed to answer your most frequently asked questions about mold and is part of our Just Say No to Mold series. Subsequent videos provide a more in-depth look at related subjects. My name is Tom Talon, and as your host, I'd like to get started answering your most frequently asked questions about mold.
What is mold, and how many different types of mold are there? Mold is considered a subcategory or a subclassification of the fungi family. Presently, microbiologists estimate that there are over 1.5 million fungi on our planet. Of that 1.5 million fungi estimated, only 70,000 fungi have been categorized. This categorization does not mean studied. It simply means that microbiologists have recognized a unique enough structure to assign a classification number to that particular fungi. Currently, microbiologists estimate that there are approximately 300,000 different types of mold. As you can see, the majority of mold and fungi estimated have not been classified or studied, and this is a very important fact to remember. In general, the vast majority of the public assumes that microbiologists and doctors know far more about mold and fungi than they really do. This is in due to part the vast amounts of fungi present on our planet and the relatively limited amount of research that is presently ongoing. There are three terms which are used frequently when mold is being discussed. We know it would be very helpful for you to have a clear understanding of what these terms mean and how they differ from one another. The first term is assessment. Generally, assessment is the first step in the mold resolution process. Typically, a thorough visual inspection is conducted of the interior and exterior of a structure. During the assessment stage, this is when samples are typically taken. The samples may be air samples or surface samples, or commonly a mixture of both. The samples are subsequently sent to a laboratory for analysis. Upon receipt and review of the laboratory analysis, a determination is made to whether or not a mold remediation protocol might need to be written, which is sometimes also known as a work scope. Mitigation. Mitigation may best be understood by thinking about it as providing emergency stopgap measures that are designed to prevent your situation from getting worse. Your goal in the mitigation process is to simply stabilize the situation and prevent additional damage to the structure or personal property contained within the structure. It is important to understand that you are not performing permanent repair operations at the mitigation stage. You are simply doing the bare minimum needed to prevent further deterioration of the property or the property's contents. Remediation. In simplistic terms, remediation can be understood to mean the process of actually conducting the necessary repairs that are required to bring the structure back to its pre-loss or original condition. The primary difference between remediation and mitigation is remediation is focused on completing whatever permanent repairs are necessary to bring the property back to its pre-loss condition, whereas mitigation is focused on emergency repairs that only prevent or stop additional loss from occurring. Are pets such as dogs and cats at risk to mold exposure? According to veterinarians, it's not uncommon for animals to become ill or die from exposure to fungal or mold mycotoxins. The mycotoxin issue we'll talk about in greater detail later. It's not uncommon for animals to have drunk potentially contaminated stagnant rainwater from gutter systems and other drainage and collection areas. Also, surface water runoff with agricultural pesticides and other organic matter has also been known to be a source of mycotoxins and has proven very harmful to pets. You have reached the end of Part 1. We hope that you have found this information helpful and will join us for Part 2, which is a continuation of our series, Just Say No to Mold, Frequently Asked Questions.